Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Bezek at CMtrading. Today is September 9th, 2019, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day, just one event, or rather two events coming out from one country today. 10:30 South African time out of United Kingdom, monthly GDP numbers coming out, and manufacturing production numbers coming out. Both monthly numbers, not too much weight I would add to this, besides the fact that they're coming out unless there are any surprises. Now, looking at the markets, we're looking at the Forex. We're first looking at the euro taper off versus the US dollar. While the pound stays strong versus the USD, we're going to take a look at that in just a moment. The Dow Jones pushes higher after the NFP. We'll take a look at which sector actually pushed the Dow higher. Looking at commodity, gold retraced to 1500 and then bouncing off of that 1500 number. On oil trading at resistance at $57 a barrel. Lastly, that was the sector. The banks led the market higher on Friday after that NFP. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're taking a look here at the EURUSD at a 4-hour chart, as you can see, and we hit that resistance level at 1079-ish level, a beautiful resistance. Had you gotten the chance to jump into that, it was only a wick, which was really hard to catch, but it retraced about 50 points since then. Okay, nothing colossal, but something that's characteristic, okay? And because the euro has been the weaker pair, okay, even though the GBP made new lows for the year, the euro has really been the weaker pair. So if this doesn't stay, okay, above this moving average right about here, and we close this gap, we could see it test our lows again, okay? Might not happen today, may happen as the week continues, but that possibly might happen as we continue trading the euro. Now, looking at the GBP, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, here we retraced, but we broke number one above our resistance level, and number two, we only retraced mildly. Okay, very mild retracement here compared to how much we've gone. Okay, look at this massive incline. That's over 300 pips about. And so the fact that we retraced about 60 pips, not a big deal. Okay, we're pretty much at support right there. So possibly this may be a point where we bounce off of it. Okay, so that's what I would look for today. If it doesn't, if it breaks lower, we may just see it get back down to the 122-ish level. I don't think we'll hit 121.75-ish levels just so soon, but that still may fruit later today. Now, looking at the commodities, jumping into gold. And though this was the one last week, okay, hit that 153. That was a major resistance level, okay? We've been mentioning that several times before, and then retraced down to 1500. Now at 1500, that's a round number. We don't like to break the round numbers, and sure enough, the market came through last week with this 1510. Now, I don't think that we'll jumping back to 155-ish ready, okay? But I do think that we may bounce to this 115.22-ish level and try to trade within this range, okay? That could definitely happen, okay, unless we break this low today. I have to keep an eye on this because we're looking at oil. We're jumping into oil right now, and you can see we're trading within this resistance area, which we've been trading for quite some time. And there are some skeptics out there that are coming out with some, news that possibly there's going to be some development in the Gulf of Mexico, which I've mentioned before, which really, capitulates the price of oil to extremes. Okay, so if this does break this 57, then we surely could see it get up to the 58-ish level. Okay, that may happen, so just keep an eye on that as this fruits later today. Okay, number one, it hit that third support level, made a higher low, which was there. Okay, using that moving average as a support line and then breaking out higher. So I'm a little bit more bullish here than I would be bearish, despite the fact that we are at resistance level. Okay, now looking at the Dow Jones, this is what I'm talking about. This is a major correction for the Dow Jones, and we've seen this unbelievable moves. 25,300 was the bottom. Okay, August 23rd is not such a long time ago. Okay, and we've catapulted since then to the 26,800-ish level. Now we do have major resistance at 27,000-ish level. Okay, the fact that it's 27,050, 27,000 is irrelevant. Okay, now I really need to see some follow through in the stocks to say that this is getting back onto its 27,000 area. Okay, and this was mostly contributed to some of the, news last week saying that China and the United States are coming to some sort of terms. This week you'll see that they're not coming into some sort of terms possibly, and it'll sell off. But I need to see some follow through here, because if we don't see some follow through, then I think that we'll make a correction. Because when I look at all the stocks, okay, looking at Google, not so strong. Looking at Microsoft, again, not so strong. It's close to its highs, but didn't close near its high, didn't stay strong throughout the day. Okay, Facebook also, same story, sold off in fact. Apple, same story, sold off towards the end of the day. Okay, so this is a little bit weakness there. Now, the ones that brought us higher were the bank stocks. Okay, so I'm jumping into JPM, which is the JP Morgan, which is one of the largest banks in the United States. Now, it's trading again close to its highs, but not breaking closer. So if it does take a turn today, we may see it sell off later today. Okay, people may be taking some money off of the table as we've hit very close to our all-time highs. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.